Everyone, welcome to the Great Wolf Lodge. My name is Jim for WildGravityTravels.com. This is Orion construction update number 30. We've been coming to the park pretty much every Friday, some of the other days too, of course, for that topping off, where we were one of the only two sites here to see the topping off of Orion in person and get video as it was happening. So that was pretty exciting, of course, a couple weeks ago. Now we've got more exciting news. Last week we, of course, saw that track rising from the trees. Now we've got the apex of the second hill in place. So we're gonna head on in to the park because tonight is November 22nd, the first night of Winterfest at the park. So we're gonna head on over to the park and check out everything that's been going on, get to see that topping off in person, up close, the top of Orion, and that, of course, that second hill and everything else that's been going on. We again won't be able to go up to the Eiffel Tower because it is closed during Winterfest. And I do believe one of our correspondents, Wes, is going to be going live this evening from the park. So if you are watching this video, you can definitely go back and check out what he shared, what he did, and all of our other content on our social channels. To our subscribers on YouTube, thank you for following along. If you'd like to subscribe, just go ahead and click that button. No smashing, of course, because that is going to break your computer. So we're going to head on over to Kings Island, check out what's going on over there, and try not to be too much like the other guys as we continue our weekly updates, the only site with weekly updates on Orion. Stay tuned. So just coming down Coney Mall here for Winterfest, we can see all the lights, but you can already see Orion just dwarfing the racer. Pretty exciting to see that. And we're of course going closer towards Flight of Fear and everything to get all of the great angles of the coaster. As we see here, you can kind of get a good look at the American flag already too. So we're just going to keep on heading down and get a little bit closer, as close as we can get to Orion. Coming up next. So we won't be going back to Flight of Fear's Plaza this year for Winterfest. However, we can get a good close look here at the top of the lift. Just before we would cross under Racer, there is a fence up now, and more on that in a minute. But we can see right here the top of Orion's lift, of course, which we saw topped off in person, and then that second hill in the distance there. But still a little closer to see than when we could over at Great Wolf Lodge. So definitely you can see the banking now, that 90-degree angled banking right there. So that's pretty exciting to see. More on this fence now. There's actually a break in where the gate is for the fence, so we're going to take a little shot and peek in here. If I can line up that camera. You can see there's already work going on back here. We've got gravel, an excavator, a couple excavators actually, and some metal posts already in place. So we could be seeing the signage or some new developments back here for Area 71 very, very soon, dealing with Orion. And of course you can see all of the rest of it's pretty much unchanged, but you can definitely see those new posts there and the excavators and the gravel. So we're going to head on more towards back the antique cars, check out a couple more angles from back there of the coaster. And that will probably then be our wrap-up point, but stay tuned for the rest of the video as we'll be bringing lots of unique different content and angles of Orion. So starting back here by the antique cars, about as far as they'll let us go, with Vortex of course still standing, still there. Of course, again, unreliable sources that I thought were reliable are no longer reliable, but Vortex still standing for those of you who want that update or will want to ask for it. But we wanted to give you a close look here. This is going to be about the best look we can get at Orion's second hill right now. We've got still crew members. Looks like they've installed this support just recently. They're still working into the evening here. It's a little after 5 now. So we see the crew still working on that, probably finishing up for the week. And there's the apex again of that second hill. What's really impressive is we get a really nice side angle view here. A good side perspective of Orion's massive hill. Now this is pretty much, this is all done actually, not pretty much, it is all done for the most part. You still see a crane there. I imagine they're going to be lifting some track into place underneath, of course, very soon. But we can see here that full lift view is pretty awesome and neat to see. we're going to head on over by where Kmart is, the exit of Kmart, during Haunt, of course, not during Winterfest here at Kings Island. And we're going to see what kind of angle we can see from over there. So I'm just going to kind of give you guys a quick walk with me here as we wrap this video up. So I wanted to kind of give you another good side angle view here of Orion, which has been very exciting to see rise, even with a brief break in the season, or the off season if you will. Winterfest, of course, not everything is open, but definitely cool to see a lot closer the top off of Orion, since we weren't able to even see it on the webcam, but we did bring you that topping off. Sadly, the webcams were being updated, so we'll see. Oh yeah, this is definitely a really nice angle through the trees here, and we'll go actually up this little exit pathway, and I think we'll be able to look back at that second hill pretty well too. Again, I want to thank everybody for following along. I actually saw a couple of you here in this video, and someone who said their son was a big fan and got my picture, so definitely I appreciate the love. I appreciate everyone coming out and saying hi when you see me. Feel free to do so. Thanks for recognizing my voice, because I realize I never show my face, so maybe I will do that on this video too. But this is Orion from Kmart's exit, so pretty cool to see here, just about the same angle. And then as we come down the ramp a little bit, you can actually see it there over that hill of Racer. And then this is the antique cars, of course, you hear grumbling along there. So really neat to see. Sorry for all the shakiness, I'm kind of taking some awkward steps here. So definitely a cool second hill. Definitely neat 90-degree angle. And we'll also, in our written post, be sharing a picture of the lead car for one of the Orion trains. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Click on over to the written post, and that's pretty much going to wrap us up from Orion. So my name is Jim from WildGravityTravels.com. Thank you for following along. I wanted to show my face again to our newer followers who haven't watched some of my past videos and interviews. So there's Orion, the coaster I've been covering for several weeks, many weeks since May. And I want to thank all of the followers for following along with me on this wonderful journey into a new Giga coaster. And again, be sure to say hi if you see me in the park, as some of the followers did. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and let me know who you were on YouTube if you have an account and want to comment your name or whatever. I would appreciate it. So farewell from Winterfest. We'll be back next week, of course, on Black Friday to see where Orion is headed next. Stay tuned.